So what we're going to be doing today is stamping on watercolor paper. This is a technique that I learned from Jennifer McGuire in her class that she taught at True Scrap in April of 2011. And we're going to start with the stamp. This is a Studio G stamp that I think was like $1 at Michael's. It is very simple and it fits exactly what I want to do. So I also have a piece of watercolor paper here, and I've got some stamp markers that I'm going to be using. So the first thing I do is I'm going to color on the stamp directly with the brush end of the markers. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of lay down some color, and it doesn't matter if it dries while you're doing this because we're actually going to be spraying it with water. So I just throw on a few colors here. I've got some lighter lavender or lilac, and I put that down there too. And I'm going to grab some purple and put that at the bottom down here. And then I'm going to go in with some green for the stems. And you just do this real quick and just make sure you cover all the rubber parts of the stamp. And then I'm going to use some blue on here too, just for some different colors. And I'm using a combination of Memento dual marker and then also some American Crafts stamp markers as well. So once I've got that all covered, and it looks like I missed a little spot right here, I just touch it up just a little bit, make sure I got everything. I'm going to take a mister, and it's filled with plain water. And what I like to do is put down my craft towel. My craft towel just means my dirty old towel that I throw in the wash once a week. And I'm going to spray a couple squirts of water on it till it starts beating up. So that was about 4 squirts of water. And you can see it's pretty wet on there. And I'm going to stamp it on this watercolor paper. So I'll do it towards you so you can see what's going on. And I just put it down there, make sure it gets down. You can see that one's very watercolory. And I also do a second, I guess they called second generation stamp as well. I spray some more water to get an even lighter image, because sometimes I like the real light image, especially for a sympathy card. So I'm going to stamp it again right next to it, and then I'll choose which one I like. So I just stamp it, smooth it out. You can see that one there is really light, and I kind of like that effect. But I'm going to wait till they dry to see which one I like better. So I'm going to hit this with my heat gun. Just let it, hold it away because I don't want to push those puddles of water around. So I hold the heat gun further away. And because it's watercolor paper, it dries really fast. It gets absorbed in there really, really fast. So then I'm done. So then I can take a look and decide which one I like better. And I think for this one I'm going to use the lighter one here. So I've got a brown card just made from brown cardstock that I'm going to use here, just a plain brown card. And I'm going to trim this down and adhere it on the cardstock. Okay, so there's my trimmed image. And I'm going to put it on my cardstock. So it's going to look like this. I'm actually going to put it on the outer edge since these flowers are kind of to the left. I'm going to keep them going to the left. But before I do that, I'm going to tie some just regular old hemp around it just to make, add a nice little effect to it. And then what I'm going to do is throw some pop dots on the back here because I want to push it up on the page. And these are the This to That from American Crafts. They're so easy to use. I hate spending half an hour trying to peel the backs off of these. It just always annoys me. So these are very simple. They come squares and circles in the same pack, I believe. And they are great for this. So, got this like this. Let me see. So we're going to do it this way. And we're going to do it this way. And you could measure this, but I just eyeball it. And I'll probably go back and trim those edges at the end just to clean it up a little bit. But that's good enough for now because I'm going to stamp the inside. Then for the inside, I have this stamp set from Ali Edwards. It's just thinking of you and stamps like that. And I'm going to stamp it in a white. It's an archival pigment ink pad, Brilliance Moonlight White. And I'm going to stamp that. Make sure it's really covered well. I'm just going to stamp that in the middle of the card. I'm using my Making Memories clear acrylic block, and you can see it right there. I can go back in with a white marker if I want to clean that up a little bit, but just as it is, it's very nice, I think. It's very simple, very nice, expresses the sentiment without being too gushy or over the top, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed this, and leave me some comments. Come over to the blog, layoutaday.com, tell me what you think, and be looking for more cards and more scrapbooking projects. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.